That's Patti Smith singing Wing here in our studios at Democracy Now! Tonight, she will also be performing at Cooper Union, the historic building gathering place in New York. She'll be singing at an event that is honoring those who have won the Nuclear-Free Future Awards. The prize has been described as one of the most important anti-nuclear awards in the world. We're joined now by one of this year's winners, Henry Red Cloud, the great-great-great-grandson of Chief Red Cloud. Henry Red Cloud is a member of the Oglala Lakota tribe and founder of Lakota Solar Enterprises, one of the nation's first Native American-owned and operated renewable energy companies. Henry Red Cloud lives on the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, but is here with us in New York for these awards tonight. Welcome to Democracy Now!
Thank you. Good morning.
You are going to be speaking tonight at Cooper Union, where your how many greats, grandfather?
Great-great-grandfather, Lakota, spoke 140 years ago. His speech then was of how the light-skinned people could help his children to prosper. And through his vision, through his dream, that upon 7 generations from where he stood, his people will again be living in harmony and balance, which brings me to what I'm doing today with the renewable energy. I have a training center which I had 48 students come through my program, Native American students, and they have received, certificates in this renewable energy at the residential level, grassroots level, which they're working today. Overall, we were able to create 72 jobs. I believe that his, prophecy is what renewable energy is, today. Creates hope, creates economic development, and as well as, helping lessening our moccasin carbon print. So as we, journey on this, this is my grandfather's wish that upon, 7, generations, taking the goodness of the light-skinned people and also taking the goodness within the natives and then combining them together and then coming up with a unique thing so we can, again, live in harmony, in balance, and prosper. It's all about unity, coming together, compassion.
What are you actually building?
I'm, for the past 6 years, we have been building this solar air heating system. We have taken the 1970s concept, implemented 21st, century material, and then tweaked it Lakota style, and we came up with a money-saving, efficient air heater, which saves, 30% of your heating cost over its lifespan of 20+ years. So,
well, obviously, President Obama has been pressing very hard in his speeches for the need to create jobs through this deep recession of ours through renewable energy. How has the recession affected Native peoples on their own reservations and their land? And how do you see, as the rest of the country is hitting 10% unemployment, what the situation is on your land?
Well, for the past 100 years, we have always been in the depression. Currently, today, over 80%, anywhere from 60 to 80% of unemployment throughout Indian countries. So if there's a day that we have 10% unemployment, people would be having a powwow and singing and dancing in the streets. It has had effect out there. Native people are in survival mode every day. The average Lakota, where I come from, lives on $6,100 per year, which isn't much. So everybody's in survival mode, doing what they can and living with the land, not on the land, but living with the land.
We're talking a lot about poverty today, all over this country. This recession that has affected so many, talking about unemployment figures of, what, 10% nationally, they're saying. What about on the reservation?
On the reservation, it's today's stats are 86% unemployment today.
86%.
86% on a. There's 44,000 Lakota today, and out of there, 86%. We have such a high rate of diabetes, as well as the average life expectancy is 50 years old. So I'm pretty lucky.
Yet when a lot of the press images of what's happening in Indian country are often about gambling and casinos on native reservations in California. Supposedly, the native tribes there are the biggest lobbying group, or one of the biggest lobbying groups in the states. How would the clash of this image between what you're seeing and what the rest of the American public is seeing?
What I'm seeing, where I come from, we're in a very rural area. We travel 120 miles to the nearest, city, which the population there is, 60,000. So it's like far in between. Casino where we have such a small one, and it isn't lucrative. And then the eastern, the western coast, where there's more people, they have very lucrative, casinos. But overall, I believe that that renewable energy is our, casino.
Last night at the dinner welcoming the nuclear-free future winners, you stood up and sang. Can you talk about the song and then sing it here?
Yes, I can do that. The song represents of unity, coming together, uniting, and coming together and looking towards the future to that things as we bring our energy together, we understand that in all of our ceremonies, our prayers, and that we come from a great spirit, and that leads us to know that we are spirit. So we all gather together within that realm, and then we walk forward. We bring all our spirit, all our goodness together, and then we walk forward into this new 21st century, as well as centuries to come. And to gather together and make a better place for the next Ichimani, the next generations. And the song honors that, for instance, last night, the individuals that were there, as well as tonight, and then across the country. We all need to come together and make a better place for Ichimani, and I'll sing that song. Yeah, 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 way ha ya, way yo, hey, yeah, yeah, way ha ya, hey ha, way ha ya, oh, way lo, hey, yeah, yeah, way ha ya, hey ha ya. Way ha ya, eh ha, way ha ya, oh, way lo, hey, hey, oh. Yeah, 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 way ha ya, oh, way yo, hey, yeah, yeah. Way ha ya, eh ha, way ha ya, oh, way lo, hey, yeah, yeah. Way ha ya, eh ha ya. Way ha ya, eh ha, way ha ya, oh, way lo, hey, hey, oh. Ho mitako oyase, we are all related.
What language are you saying?
Lakota. Oglala Lakota.
And the feather that you're wearing in your hair?
The feather that I'm wearing in my hair belongs to my great-great-grandfather. It was handed down within the family. My grandfather had many eagle feathers, the golden eagle. And this particularly feather was at the 1868 Fort Laramie Treaty, as well as it was also here 140 years ago.
I'm interested in your Lakota Solar Enterprises. What kind of backing or support are you getting from the federal government or local governments in terms of your efforts, especially with all the stimulus money floating around for renewable jobs?
When we first got started, I partnered up a very natural partnership with Trees, Water, and People, a nonprofit based out of Fort Collins, Colorado. They were doing pretty much the same thing that I was doing back 6 years ago. And we formed a natural, partnership through support foundations. Trees, Water, and People were able to support over 280 of these air heaters, which we opened the doors to Lakota Solar Enterprises at that time and start installing these for grandmothers throughout Indian country to help them to save. And after that, we did a 2-year intense research and redesign of the air heater. And today we're manufacturing air heaters. We have manufactured 600 of these units, created 11 full-time jobs in Indian country, as well as 2 years ago we opened the doors to Red Cloud Renewable Energy Center, which we train Native Americans, students in renewable energy at the residential level.
One of the people you employ is Leonard Peltier, the Native American leader who lived in the Pine Ridge Reservation's son, right?
Yes.
He's in prison for life,
Yeah.
but his son works with you.
Yeah, his son's been with me for over a year now, and he is a great solar warrior.
Finally, uranium mining. What does it mean on reservations? What's happening?
It's terrible. It's first of all our water situation. Water's going to be it is Miniwi Choni, the water of life. Everything needs water. Things that we eat, our souls, our livelihood, and it's affecting our water. So water's it's terrible.
Affecting the water in terms of
Drinking water, yeah.
When they mine uranium and the
when they mine.
tailings. That
Oh yeah. Communities are. It's just terrible. We need to stop what we're doing and start looking towards alternative, the natural.
Well, I want to thank you, Henry Red Cloud, for coming here. Tonight you'll be at Cooper Union. We will be recording that. You will be joining Patti Smith and Winona LaDuke and Jonathan Schell and many others who will be gathered from around the world. Other winners, a nuclear scientist from Russia who lives in a closed city, an activist who has been trying to get compensation from France for testing the atomic bomb in Polynesia, and others. That's at Cooper Union tonight at 7 o'clock here in New York City. Henry Red Cloud, thanks so much for being with us, member of the Oglala Lakota tribe, proprietor of Lakota Solar Enterprises.